There are both long muscles and short ones on either side of the foot, even little ones that control the toes. Here are some strengthening, mobility, and stretching ideas for these muscles in this area and the joints that may feel good for you. Some of these feel better. In this first exercise, I'm starting with my foot flat and I'm curling onto the pads of my toes. Notice how as I curl, my foot slightly slides forward. Now this shouldn't be painful. Do it on a surface that's comfortable. Do it on the carpet, etc. While on the pads of the toes, you're going to force this portion of the foot up to the ceiling or sky. So the top of your foot should come up and you should hold it with some good tension in that area, approximately 5 to 10 seconds. Repeat that 10 times. This is both a good stretch and strengthening exercise for the intrinsic muscles of the foot. This is what it looks like for both feet at the same time. Next, we're going to work the extensors of the big toe and the other toes. So we're just going to bring our toes up and then slowly drive the foot up to the ceiling as a whole. You want to feel tension on the top of the foot up into the shin as well. Down onto the ball of your feet and then down. Now it's easier to do both at the same time. You're sitting in a chair with your back against the back of the chair. I like simple stretches for the toes. You don't need a lot of pressure here. I'm just bending the big toe back into extension. I'm going to do the opposite, and I'm going to bend it into flexion. You want to bend it right here at the knuckle. With a little bit of pressure, you can also bring it down from there. So bending, stretching further. I like toe spreading stretches like this. Again, you don't need a lot of pressure. Just pull the toes apart. You can also do the opposite into flexion and extension like this. Again, not a lot of pressure. This should not be uncomfortable. Just a nice stretch in between the toes. Here's an exercise to work those intrinsic muscles that we just stretched. So you're going to bring your toes up. The ball of my foot is on the ground. And you're going to just actively try to spread them as far as they can go. And then down. So up, spread apart, and you can even try to touch your big toes together. That works the abductor hallucis, which I've shown in a different video.